back with more of My Southern Home, and I'm here with Damian Pataluna with FischerSips. And Damian, I'm so excited to talk about this project because it is so neat that you have these panels that virtually takes away the need for several steps when you're building a home.
Exactly, and thank you for having me on, Kim. I'm really excited as well. So what we make here is called a structural insulated panel. And essentially what we're doing is we're laminating two skins of oriented strand board, typically called OSB, to a solid foam core. And we can make that foam core 2x4 thickness, 2x6, 2x8, 2x10, 2x12 thickness. So you can imagine it's a super energy efficient panel. It's extremely strong, and we can make them as small as 4x8s up to as large as 8x24s.
And so basically what you have is when you're building a home from the ground up, normally what you do is you put your sticks, your frame, when
Correct.
you frame it, and then you put the drywall, then you put insulation, then you put more drywall. This takes away all of those steps because it's a self-insulated panel that goes up in between the two sticks, right?
Almost.
Almost.
Basically,
okay.
Ours actually takes the place of the sticks.
Okay.
So in a typical building with our system, ours is the framing, the sheathing, and the insulation all in one step. So essentially, you put your floor deck down as normal, nothing's fancy there, nothing changes. You put your bottom plates down, and then the panels come out. They're already prepared. The lumber's already installed into the panels. The recesses are already there. And then it's a matter of tilting them up into place. And so when it's up in place, now you're ready to hang your drywall on the interior, put your siding on the exterior. Essentially, it's just, 3 steps, bang, 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 as you're setting your walls.
So what makes this product different than the traditional way of framing a home and insulating it?
Well, okay, so typically when you're framing an insulation, like you said earlier, you use your sticks, you're gonna come by, you're gonna put your sticks up, you're gonna come by, you're gonna put your insulation in there, then you're gonna put maybe sheathing on the outside, typically drywall on the inside. 3-4 steps there in the whole process takes a little extra time. Well, our product, when it comes out, we've already prefabricated, so we've cut it to match the shape of your house prior to it leaving my factory here. So essentially, your windows are done, your doors are cut out, your angles are cut, complex angles as well. I've got a CNC machine that we can do some really complex cuts with. And then, so when you actually stand my product up in place of the 2x4 stud walls, it's gonna be literally twice as strong, literally twice as energy efficient. And from a framing standpoint, imagine you can get a 2,000 square foot house under roof in maybe 4 days if everything's going well with the weather.
That's phenomenal.
It really is much faster, and in today's labor market where labor is really tight and you're looking for faster ways to get the job done, get it under roof, be more energy efficient, and be more solid, it's the answer to a lot of those questions.
So when you have your plans put together, you submit your plans to your company and then you custom make all the panels.
Yeah, that's correct. So we can work with pretty much any set of plans. Our customers will send them to us. We have CNC drawings and we have CAD, and my guys will take them. We'll figure out how many panels, what size, and then we'll convert it from a stick frame drawing into a panelized drawing for both the walls and the roof. And then when the product comes out on a truckload of panels, it'll be basically everything's going to be numbered, W1, W2, W3, W4, and they're going to get a set of plans that shows here's where this panel goes. It's almost like building with really large Legos, quite honestly.
So what's the cost difference between your FischerSips panels compared to if you were to go to traditional route?
So the cost is more expensive. It's definitely a better product. Typically we find that it raises the total cost of your house about 5%. Okay. So a little more expensive on the front end, but you got twice the energy efficiency and twice the strength. So, now if you factor in though your energy savings versus standard construction, if you look at your monthly payment, because most people don't buy a house with cash, right? They buy a mortgage payment and they buy a utility payment. And so if you take my mortgage payment, which might go up 5%, but take your utility payment and drop it by 40% or more, your month-to-month payment, it's actually less expensive to live in one of our homes from day one.
All right, well, thank you so much, Damian.
Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate your time today.
We'll be back with more of My Southern Home in just a moment.